One question that has been asked and answered in various ways is, what does the world give God? Does God need the world in a deep sense? Now, classical and traditional modes of thinking based in Greek thought said that God's necessity is absolute, that God is impassible and ultimately unrelated. God doesn't ultimately need a world. In this sense, God is ontologically independent in a very deep sense. And yet, this seems to raise some deep issues for religious traditions who picture God, at least in my sort of Protestant background, the biblical traditions in a deep way, that is really related to the world, that is in a relationship with the world. And what that means, if we take it seriously, is that God is affected by the world, and that the world, in some sense, can add to the life of God. So briefly, the way in which process thinkers and Whitehead, in a more complicated way, envisions divine action in the world is God meets the world with provision of possibility. God is the creator in the sense of granting the world its own self-creation, but the world itself is what chooses to actualize the possibilities that God grants. And for God to appreciate merely possible things is different from God to appreciate actual things. And so the world's gift to God in a deep sense, the world actualizes in a deep way the possibilities God offers, and God is impacted by that. God is, you wouldn't say learning, not necessarily improving, but God is in a deep relational way, appreciating what the world itself offers by virtue of the world's freedom.